Well, morning. Another bright and sunny day. Perfect day for a ride. Gonna head up north. I'll probably take a couple hours up to a place called Squamish. It's on the way to Whistler where the 2010 Olympics were held, but we're not gonna run all the way to Whistler. I don't know what the weather's gonna be there today, but they've had snow. It's higher elevations there, so we're not going to go there. We'll go to Squamish, and should be some nice scenery on the way, and try and make some stops and do a little videotape and show you what the road's like. Should be quite a few bikes out today, I'm thinking. Okay, just made a quick stop here on the side of the road, heading up to Squamish and looking down on the Howe Sound. And you can see a ferry way out there, just leaving Horseshoe Bay. Ferry will be right out there. Leaving Horseshoe Bay and heading probably to Vancouver Island. Could be going to the Sunshine Coast, which is straight across there. And this Howe Sound here is actually salt water. Comes from the ocean, and if you head up Howe Sound, up that way, you can't really see it beyond the trees. We're basically going to follow the Sea to Sky Highway all the way up to the end of Howe Sound, and that's where Squamish is. If we continue about an hour after that, maybe a little bit less, is Whistler, BC, but it's from Squamish you go from sea level up, and that's why they call it the Sea to Sky Highway. And we're gonna head back down here, back down to the highway. There's the Sea to Sky. Heading down below us, we're gonna head up that way. Arrived in Squamish, just stopped at a little outdoor shopping mall sort of area, and decided to grab myself a Starbucks coffee and a bite to eat. And this is basically the view from here. It's actually some snow caps that you can see from this area, but not just where I'm sitting right now, but we'll get a few shots of those. Okay folks, we're just on the south side of Squamish here. We're actually heading back down to Vancouver, but I wanted to stop here and show you that snow-capped peak there is called Diamond Head. And it's actually a diamond shaped peak on it, made completely of granite. So down below there and off to the left, sort of follow the highway down to Squamish. And this rock face here, this is called the Squamish Chief. World famous amongst rock climbers. This is the second largest granite mound in the world, second only to the Rock of Gibraltar. Very famous, like I said, amongst rock climbers, and in the summertime sometimes you'll see them halfway up with a hammock stretched across there, and they're actually sleeping overnight and then continuing the climb in the morning. I don't know what would possess anybody to do that, but you know, everybody to their own. And as you can see, it's a gorgeous day here. When I left this morning, Vancouver, it was probably about 42 degrees, I guess, something like that. And now it's like in the mid 50s here. About an hour and a half north of Vancouver, I'd say. Anyway, this is where we are, heading back south. We just stopped here, on the side of the road, little place called Britannia Beach, and as you can see out there, that's the Howe Sound, which again is the salt water coming up and ending at Squamish. And Britannia Beach is famous for that. That is a closed up copper mine, and while it was in operation, it was the largest copper producer in the British Empire. Of course, at one time Canada was part of the British Empire, but not since the 60s. became separate from them. But anyway, nice little place here. Busy in the summertime. A lot of films are filmed inside that museum, or used to be anyway, including X-Files and so on. Just pulled over on a little roadside lookout here. Looking down on the Howe Sound. Heading south, west, and north up that way. And there we are down there. Another view from this same lookout. Looking down at Howe Sound. Traffic heading southbound. Yeah. Beautiful place. Well, here at Horseshoe Bay was my favorite stop. Starbucks right there. Out in front, used to be lined up with motorcycles all the time. Now they have a sign up, no motorcycle parking. Anyway, this is the view. It's where the ferry terminal is to go to Vancouver Island. And it looks like motorcycle parking is ended up over there. Or here. Anyway, that's Horseshoe Bay. Time to grab a coffee at Starbucks. Okay, we're back home. Ride was awesome. Thanks for watching. Ride safe.